Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Well guys, in Ielts reading, sometimes it becomes difficult for you to see where certain type of information is. And then you often get confused whether you have to read the questions first or the passage first. In this video, I'm going to sort out this confusion of yours, and I'm going to give you a commando action plan for 1 minute for every type of Ielts reading, whether it is academic or gender training. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, consider subscribing and click the bell icon as well. Alright guys, now whenever there is a passage of Ielts reading, you get confused whether you have to read the questions first or the passage first. And I made several videos where I told you according to question type that if the question type is true, false, not given, read the questions first, then the passage and all that. But now I have come up with this novel technique, this new idea of doing Ielts reading, especially academic Ielts reading. This commando action is going to help you with academic Ielts reading, and it's going to be very useful for gender training reading section 3 where there is a long passage. Now listen, what's the plan? Basically, first of all, you've got to read the title of the passage quickly. And by the way, in order to do this all, you have only 1 minute, rather less than a minute. So first read the title, and as you read the title, imagine everything. For example, if the title is renewable energy, if the title is ocean power, if the title is tidal energy, you have to visualize, right? So whatever the title is, immediately you have to visualize that. After the title, there would be a subtitle of the passage. Read the subtitle, and subtitle will tell you the scope of the entire passage, right? So after reading title and after reading subtitle, now you are clear that okay, this passage is about this. And again, I'm telling you, don't forget to visualize. For example, if the title is about turtles, visualize turtles. And then again, if in the subtitle they write turtles which migrated from sea to land, now visualize, okay, turtles in the sea, turtles on the land. So you can visualize that all. Once this is done, now you have to come to the first paragraph of the passage and you have to read first sentence. As you read first sentence, underline the clue words that give you the detail that this paragraph is about this certain type of information. So in 1 minute time, you have to read the first sentence, and after reading the first sentence, you have to scan all the passage. When you scan, you must see if there is any date, if there is any proper noun, if there is anything that is starting with a capital letter, if there is any number, if there is any statistics. So you must underline that through scanning. Then go to the next paragraph and repeat the whole procedure again. Read first sentence carefully, underline clue words, underline important words, and then scan entire paragraph. And if there you see any proper noun, any number, any statistic, anything starting with the capital letter, you must underline that and again visualize. And you must have a commentary with yourself. Alright, here they've mentioned the statistics. Alright, here they've mentioned the names of scientists. Then read third paragraph. And by the way, now I'm explaining, it's taking time. You have to do this commando action in less than a minute. Then read third paragraph, first sentence, underline important words, and when you read third sentence, you got to give yourself a message that okay, this paragraph is about the history of this thing. This paragraph is about different views of scientists about this thing. This paragraph is about conclusion. This paragraph tells us about present of this situation. And again, read first line carefully, hold a pencil and then scan entire paragraph, and while scanning, if you see any name of scientist, anything like that, you have to do this. So you must do it initially with every paragraph of the passage. Once this is done, and it should be done in less than a minute, I'm telling you again, now come to the questions. The first set of questions, and as you read the question, a bell will ring in your mind and that will tell you, hey, I read it somewhere. You read another question, it will tell you, hey, I read this information somewhere in the passage. And then you go back and you will be double confident, you will be well familiar with the passage, and it will take less time to scan the passage because already you have scanned and you are very well familiar. By the way, this new technique is actually called Commando action, and I have tried this recently with my students. I tried this technique with my students in 3-4 classes, and then I realized this is kind of good, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. So once you're done with one type, now what you're going to do, you're going to read the question and then scan, read, skim read, scan, skim read, read carefully, find the answer, go on, next set of questions, next set of questions. Before you start a new section of IELTS reading, you have to do this Commando action, and this will actually help you. Whatever I share with you, that is based on my experiment on my students, based on my research, my own experience of teaching IELTS, and I share everything with you because I believe in sharing. I think sharing is actually caring. That's all, guys. You must try this and then comment this video and tell me how you find this technique so that I could share this with thousands of students as well. That's all, guys. Thank you. I teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you all the best with your academic IELTS reading. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.